I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands.
An eclectic mix of customers are enjoying their meals, laughter intertwining with the sounds of the surf. On a vibrant table, Dr. Ferdinand, a portly man in his 50s with a penchant for gossip, animatedly shares a tale. His wife Winifred, with a keen wit and sharp tongue, rolls her eyes at his storytelling. Just as Ferdinand finishes his exaggerated story about a neighbor's antics, Winifred interjects with a sarcastic remark that draws laughter from their table but also catches the attention of nearby diners. Ferdinand bristles at his wife's interruption, igniting a feud that escalates quickly. He accuses her of not appreciating his storytelling talents, while she retorts that he is more interested in gossip than in their life together. The argument becomes louder, drawing attention from other patrons, some whispering, others looking uncomfortable or amused. Nathaniel, the bright-eyed teenage waiter, senses the tension escalating and quickly steps in. With a charming smile, he enthusiastically approaches the surrounding tables. "Ladies and gentlemen, gather round. Time for some storytelling," he declares, attempting to redirect the atmosphere with a quirky tale about a fisherman who caught a talking fish that spilled secrets. Despite Nathaniel's best efforts, Winifred and Ferdinand continue to bicker. Chef Peter, a calm and wise figure, observes the chaos from the kitchen. He decides it's time to take control. He approaches the quarreling couple and gently suggests they step into the kitchen, for a moment, a private space away from the prying eyes of the other diners. Inside the cozy kitchen, Chef Peter begins preparing a special dish, the aroma filling the air. He turns to Ferdinand and Winifred, smiling warmly. "You see," he begins, chopping vegetables with a rhythmic precision. "Cooking is much like a relationship. It requires cooperation, understanding, and sometimes a sprinkle of spice." As he discusses the importance of teamwork, he shares anecdotes about how he and his kitchen staff must communicate and trust one another to create the best dishes. If one ingredient is off, the whole meal suffers. But together, we can create something magical. Ferdinand and Winifred listen, the heat of the argument dissipating amid Chef Peter's genuine passion for cooking. Realizing that they are each other's strongest allies, they begin to see the misunderstanding in their quarrel. As the chef finishes garnishing a beautiful platter, he presents it to them. "Savor this dish just as you should savor your relationship. Remember, you're not enemies, but you're partners." Back at their table, Ferdinand and Winifred sit in silence for a moment, contemplating Chef Peter's words. As they share the meal, familiar laughter and teasing finally returning, they realize that their differences can complement each other, much like the flavors in the dish before them. A few seconds later, the couple smiles at one another, the earlier tension forgotten. Nathaniel and other patrons applaud, not just for the storytime, but for the warmth that has returned to the couple. The restaurant bustles with life, and inside it, there is a newfound harmony. The fiercest quarrels can lead to understanding and love.